Hello, YouTube. Fluffy Snogger back with some more Tainted Grail Conquest. Last time we managed to defeat the Stone Golem, but when you beat him, it doesn't beat just him. You have to beat all the little underlings too, or they beat you to death. Yeah. All right. Do I want to do Weird Hunter? Do I want to try Summoner or something? You know what? No, it has to be doable with the Weird Hunter. I refuse to surrender. Weird Hunter, let's go. Let's go do weird things. All right, so we also met the Man-at-Arms companion, and we met Silence last time, so we should let the blacksmith know. You're the candle maker. Master-at-Arms.
Ready. Go and train. You should practice 40 hours a day.
We've had this talk. It's only 24 hours in a day. But I met the guy. I can't report it to him? I don't...
The blacksmith is hard at work when you...
Can I tell him? I think I've seen your girl. Silence.
You tell the blacksmith about your encounter with a girl formed of light. A girl who most probably turned into a swan.
Well, that's the strangest thing I've ever heard. But I guess I should get used to that, shouldn't I? With the weirdness all around us.
Exactly.
I suppose there's no way she would come to live with me. That's a shame. I really loved her.
Oh.
His gaze is filled with sorrow.
Can I convince her to anyways?
You try to comfort him, and then you hear footsteps nearby.
Is it her?
You hear a fake cough just around the corner. It turns out that Hilda, the scientist, is hiding behind the building.
Oh, sorry, comrades. I accidentally overheard something about a woman hiding in the woods. Perhaps turned into an animal or something.
Yes,
I
that
heard
was
a
correct.
similar story way back when. It supposedly happened in my castle. It turned out to be a witch, living in harmony with the weirdness. Okay, so there is a simple solution to force her to stay in human form long enough to talk to her.
Is this safe?
Safe enough. For humans, at least. Although, if I'm wrong, and she's not a witch,
Well...
Please do whatever it takes to communicate with her. I will owe you.
I'm Hilda, by the way.
Greetings, Hildy. I'm Wayland. Thank you for your help.
They look at each other a little longer than you'd expect them to. Then Hilda turns to you.
Come speak with me in a moment. I'll have the potion ready.
Alright.
The blacksmith is...
I need to buy some runestones. What can I get? Deal 1 hit for 4 damage to all enemies at end of turn if in armor. Increase damage by 2 otherwise. Reduce armor of all enemies by 10, so that's roughly a 10% damage increase. Which usually isn't very much starting, but could be more later. Max HP increase by 30 is good though. I like the 2 of these, so let's buy them. Yeah. Alright. So, leave. Character. Runestones. This one goes in. This one goes here. This one goes here. Alright, then Hilda. Right over here.
Hello. I'm finished. I successfully recreated the formula for a potion that should work for our dear Wayland's love.
Oh.
Just splatter it near the place she likes. That should lure her and force her to stay in human form for a while. And when you're done, tell Wayland that he owes me too. I need a new cauldron. My old one's starting to leak, and that's quite dangerous when it comes to stronger potions.
Alright, fair enough. Stop making creepy noise out there, darn it! Alright. Let's go left. Hamachi. Alright, so we should put up one block. Small strikes, pass. So we want to do lots of small strikes, not just because it does a lot of little damage, but because, well, it does a bunch of hits. And for each hit, we get a charge of Weird Hunter, and the more charges it has, the more damage it does. If we can hold off on playing that, we'll play block, overhead swing, pass. So let's go small strikes. All right. So go small blessing, draw one card. It costs 0 energy for this turn. Discard your hand, draw 4 cards, or one-man army. Deal 3 hits for 50% weapon damage to random enemies. Gain 5 armor for each distinct enemy hit. I say let's take one-man army. Alright, so precise hits. Vulnerable is applied at 3 hunter marks instead of 4. Offensive, whenever you hit an enemy, increase your armor by 7 this turn. Armor Crusher, whenever you hit an enemy, reduce their armor by 3 until the end of combat. Let's take Armor Crusher. Which way do I want to go? Let's go around this way and then we'll circle through. Alright, so we've got 2 attacks coming in. Let's small strikes. Then small strikes. Then block. Alright. What does our candle do? Stun a random enemy. If not played, next turn gain 5 barrier. You know what? I'll take the 5 barrier. Let's do one-man army. Then block. Then overhead strike on him. Alright. So one-man army again. Then small strikes. Then so there should be enough in theory to kill you. Then we should take a block, just reduce damage. That way we're not hemorrhaging life. Alright. So we can go block, overhead swing, small strikes. Then block, overhead strike, attack. Awesome. Alright, and we just hit level 3. So we will take the small push. Take all. Continue. Then do 1 hit for 75% damage and gain 1 block. Wow, Celestial Dagger is pretty good. Reduce damage dealt by all enemies by 30% for 3 turns. I like protection from evil. Let's take this.
There are old customs that protect the traveling priests of the All-Mother. The one you see before
heal,
you have
please.
a chance to...
Freaking, that's 2 for 2 for that chance. What the heck is the chance rating? You know what? Smack. Block. One-man army. Then block. Small strikes. Then overhead swing. Pass. Then one-man army. Then attack. Then attack. Then delete. And then we're just gonna have to take 9 damage. Then small strikes. Then small strikes. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Can I have that healing now?
I'm too far away from the altar to cast spells like that. I can give you some...
I can get 3 healing potions. I will take 3 healing potions. Thank you. Hey, you. Alright, what's this do? Reduce damage for all enemies by 10% this turn. Might as well play it so we don't lose 1 energy for next turn. We can try to save ourselves 4 to 5 damage. Might as well just double block. Alright. So 1-man army. Then protection from evil. Reduce our damage further. Then overhead swing. And protection from evil. Then attack. Attack. Main reason we're not really like trying to super block is because even if we block, they're doing multiple hits. He's doing 4 hits. I'm gonna stun him. Then 1-man army. Then deal 1 hit for 5 to 7 damage. Then small strikes. Then small strikes. Then that should kill him, maybe? Yeah. Nice. Not quite level 4. Tome of Knowledge. Draw 1 card. Take all. Cracked Eel. Every 3 turns, you always deal maximum damage. Every 3 turns, and all enemies deal minimum damage. That's pretty cool. And this is the Cursed Brook.
This thick-walled broch was once a private. Does the broch have any future, other than becoming a shelter for criminals or a mad...
Look for treasure. Oh, it's her. So we will block, attack, attack. Small strikes. And stun. Then small strikes. Then attack. Then small strikes. Not bad. Final strike. Deal 1 hit for 200% damage for 2 energy. Upgrade. For every enemy killed by this card, increases damage by 10%. First slash, deal 1 hit for 75% damage. Gain 1 block for every enemy alive. Counter might be super useful. So let's take it. First attack type card played in each combat costs 0 energy, or unused block lasts for 1 additional turn, or at the end of each turn gain 2 ultimate charges. I think I'm going to take the ultimate charges.
Behind a loose stone, you find a small stash of valuables, left by one of the prisoners a long time ago.
Ooh. Items are automatically equipped to your combat slots, but if you want to change these, I can do so. So we can get Smoke Bomb, reduce an enemy's damage by 50% for 2 turns. This turn, every attack has 25% chance to deal 200% damage. Let's take the Smoke. Oh, I just automatically get all 3. That's cool. And then, so this is why they were talking about having the limit. Potion for Silence, Blessed Incense, Tome of Knowledge, Sharpening Stone. Do I want to swap out? We can leave things as is. Can I interact with this more? I cannot. Alright, so now we're going to double back. There's a person down here. Alright. Tainted Force. Increase damage of all enemies by 50% for 2 turns. If not played, next turn lose 2 energy. What the heck is this? Fine. But protection from evil. Reduce the damage we take at least. Here. I don't need to use one of those immediately. Alright. So we should put up 1 block. Then small strikes. Then small strikes. Then 1-man army. Then block, attack him. Then block, overhead swing, attack. Alright, so now we should be able to kill him. Destroy. Apparently that still didn't kill him. What do I want to do then? We can still overhead swing to kill him. Then broad reach, and that still kill him. Alright. Not a whole lot of experience. Cracked Calc. In weapon slot, first turn combat, draw 1 additional card with the cost reduced by 1. Slot, armor slot, heal for 4 HP after every combat 1. Go ahead and take it. Play this. Ignore the cursed healer. Come fight this guy. Why does he have a weird candle himself? Deranged Dread Piece. Alright. So, best bet is 1-man army. Then protection from evil. Overhead swing. Alright. So block, block, overhead swing. What do you want? You know what? Sure. Reduce armor. Block. Then attack. And he's gonna barrier him again. Alright. Protection from evil. Block. 1-man army. Red Death. So that Red Death card that I got is a result of having hit the sick man. If you hit him, you have a chance of getting one of those cards, and when he dies, if those cards are in your hand, you lose life. So I'm gonna overhead swing him. Block. Overhead swing him again. One-man army. Getting the additional shielding up is always nice. Attack him. He's dead. Then, how much is this going for? 50 to 70? Let's see if we can't... No, let's broad reach and then just outright kill him. And then enter. Why did we take 3 additional damage? Oh, because these 2 times hits. Duh. Reduce the armor of all enemies by 25 for this turn. So get rid of that. Block. Block. Increase its cost by 1? Why? Let's just attack. Get that armor dropping. Alright. Oh, that is a big hit. We're gonna block. We're going to 1-man army. Then small strikes. And that was enough to put him down. Alright, camping person. What's going here?
The ringing sound of clashing swords grabs your attention as you walk through the weirdness. You approach, but you find a campsite instead of a battlefield.
Huh.
Several men drink mead, as if nothing of note was happening around them. Others battle monsters, and something about the movement and behavior of these beasts seems strange, until you notice a druid chanting something near the campfire.
Huh, so I can get money. You know what, give me a challenge. Maybe I shouldn't have taken a challenge. Smack. Protection from evil. Smack. Use one of these. Pass. One-man army. Stun. Should probably go on the counter instead. Ow. Reduce armor of all enemies. Attack. One-man army. Melt. Use. Use. Pass. That's gonna hurt quite a bit. Protection from evil. Overhead swing. Overhead swing. Pass. Alright. Protection from evil. Counter. One-man army. Small strikes. This kill him? 37 to 52, 30 to 42. So this will get rid of him. Then block, use. So even if we die this run, we're at least setting up because we get tokens for every 100 gold we have. So let's see where this goes. Do this. Block. Overhead swing. Block. Overhead swing. Attack. One-man army. Small strikes. Then that to finish her. Alright, we used way too many healing potions for that. We got a sizable amount of experience, though. Blood Frenzy, deal 1 hit for 300% damage to all enemies off for 5 HP. Random attack, deal 1 hit for 150% damage to random enemy. Suddenly, random enemy reduces the enemy's armor by 50 this turn. Deal 1 hit for 80% damage and gain 15 barrier. I will take Spirit Strike. Cracked Eel. So now we've got 2 of these. Alright, well that was interesting to say the least.
Godless healing.
What do you got in the shop? So I will pass on these. I kind of wish I could sell things. You. Only for the next combat, though. I wonder if I should save these before I fight, like, the boss. Let's use this. Like, this game is an extreme long haul on what you do. So, what do we want to do? Protection from evil. Overhead swing. Tainted force. Pass. Alright. So, one-man army. Then counter. Pass. Then Spirit Strike. Attack. Block. And that's not enough to kill him yet. Then protection from evil. Counter. Pass. Reduce damage from enemies by 50%. Then overhead swing. And overhead swing. Then Spirit Strike. Then one-man army. Then small strikes. All right. Let's go. Well, actually, we're at full. So this is enough to one-shot either of them in theory. Let's one-shot him. Oh yeah, did the magical 69 damage. Then block, small swing, overhead swing. Should have done overhead before small strikes. One-man army, small strikes, Spirit Strike. Then, what do you do? Reduce all armor from my opponents. Then, you know what? Just attack. Smack. Not quite level 6. And then this, a Fountain of Health.
You immediately feel
Drink.
refreshed. However, you feel a strange chill.
I'm gonna take a risk and drink some more. What do we encounter? Alright, protection from evil. No real point in blocking, so let's go Broad reach, small strikes. Then one-man army. Then spirit strike. Then overhead swing. I should have done overhead swing first. I need to get that through my head to remember to do that. Then this is enough to kill you. Yes. Just kill you. Then we can counter and block just to stop hemorrhaging health. Yeah, one hit for 10 to 14. Do we have overhead swing? Overhead swing. Tainted force. We'll just take a couple points of damage. We can counter. Protection from evil, just improves survivability. Then block, block, one-man army. Then small strikes. Then overhead swing. Then block. Overhead swing. Small strikes. Broad reach. Use this to just flat out off him. Use. Pass. One-man army. Spirit strike. Block. Small strikes. Alright. Not foot. Sure. Let's see here. Last resort. Gain 3 blocks. Next turn offer 1 energy. Calm breeze. I'm going to skip these. Start every combat with 10 ultimate charges. Play 2 or less cards this turn. Next turn, gain 50 armor until end of turn. Block every second hit received in a turn. Let's try Killing Spree.
As the waters heal you again, the spring runs dry.
Oh. Wow. It's a full heal, though. Not going to say no to a full heal. Which way do I need to go? Alright, I need to go this way. I don't know one of these. Elderly Archer. I'm checking out my snookums. So what do you do? Shaman. The enemy will spawn totems for buffs. You're a sleeper, and you're a warped light seeker. Well, crud. Do this. Play counter. Play overhead strike. Play one-man army. Spirit strike. Broad reach. Get rid of him. We're gonna take some damage. Alright. Stun you. Then just get small strikes up. Alright. Small strikes again. Then stun you. Weird hunter you. Pass. Alright. Block. Produce damage. Small strikes. Then, you know what? Finish you off with Weird Hunter. Another Smoke Bomb.
You find
Elderly
an
archer.
elderly archer sitting near a small fire. He tends the flames with care and tenderness.
Oh, a visitor. I haven't seen a friendly human face for a long time. It's getting lonely out here.
With a gesture, he invites you to sit with him.
Or
Beautiful, isn't it?
you can join me.
The question shouldn't be who I am, my friend. The question should be who I was. Because right now, I'd say I'm pretty much nobody.
Aw. What do
Not
you do
much. I tend to the fire and watch over this place. Since I failed to fulfill my task, I need to sit here and watch the fire. I don't want to, but I have to. I'm certain something terrible will happen if I stop.
Failed
Well,
to
that's
fulfill your task?
definitely a story for another time. But I do appreciate you asking.
As you sit by the archer, you notice that this fire doesn't behave like a regular fire. Moreover, you suddenly notice that the man's legs are rooted into the ground with blue veins. The veins stretch from his feet into the fire pit.
The heck?
You form a question in your mind, but when you look into the man's eyes, you realize there's no point in asking it. His gaze is absent, and his movements are barely noticeable. You decide to
My
leave
dude.
it for another time and turn your eyes towards the fire. The flames flicker with a weird, magical rhythm.
Lose 10 HP, gain a level. Or lose 10% HP, remove a card from my deck. You know what? Let's lose a card from my deck. Let's get rid of a standard attack. Thanks, dude. Alright. Off to fight. Alright. So we'll Spirit Strike him. I need to remember, like, I need to overhead swing and stuff beforehand. Then one-man army. Then protection from evil. Tainted Force. Then down him. We can deal with him. Overhead swing. Small strikes. Small strikes. Alright. That wasn't so bad. Cracked Gar. Alright, so that gets us 2 cracked Gars. We need a 3rd cracked Gar. What are you doing here?
The sound of clattering rocks disturbs the ubiquitous silence. Approaching the end of a path, you come upon a child playing with some oddly shaped stones.
Are you playing with runes?
I'm waiting here for my mother. She's been gone for a while now. Or maybe she's going to leave soon? I have a lot of these stones, and while I wait, I play. Do you want some stones so you can play while you wait too?
Sure. Thanks, man. Do we get any of that merge? No, not yet. We do need to merge stones to get some upgrades. That's why I'm kind of like aiming for those. Ooh, hunting grounds. I'm gonna hunt this guy first. Alright. So, reduce damage of all enemies by 20% this turn. Then, you know what? Let's counter. Then, block, protection from evil, attack here. Then, one-man army. Small strikes. Block. I should have spirit struck. I'm a dummy. So we do one block, overhead swing on him, then delete him, then small strikes. You know what, might as well just stun him. Attack. Attack. Then spear strike. Barely gain any experience from that. Warding Lord, create 20 barrier. You know what? That's not bad. Items. Take that out. What we want is that warding lore. Can I just drag and drop? Yeah. Alright, so we've got another stone there. Let's go. Let's go to hunting grounds.
Hunters call this ancient skull the Stag Father, and lay charms and offerings around it. The legends say the Stag Father takes the dreamers away to join him on a great hunt.
I'm gonna risk sleeping here because I've never done so. Oh. Oof. Alright. So we're going to overhead swing here. We are going to spirit strike. Then one-man army. Alright, this is plenty to kill him. What? How is that not enough to kill him? Get out of here. Or head swing. Actually, no. Protection from evil. Then spear strike. Small strikes. And then might as well play this so we don't lose damage next turn. The heck just happened? Alright, we'll counter. Then one-man army. Small strikes. Kill this one. Overhead swing. Attack. Then small strikes. Got another smoke bomb. That puts us at 3 of them. Cracked Ethel. Increase armor by 10. Discard play to increase your damage by 5% this turn. Take all. Continue. That was successful, and you feel the Stagfather's gratitude. Forget 2 skills or restore health. I'm going to forget 2 skills. Let's get rid of our basic attacks. Except... Oh, duh. There we go. Alright, it's hard to say no to deck thinning. Hey, you. Oh, it's this fight. Alright, alright. Well, let's play that. Then protection from evil. Then one-man army. Then pass. Ow. Alright. Overhead swing. Soul strikes. Then take him out. Then block. Alright. Small strikes. Overhead swing. Smack. Block. Alright. So, overhead swing. Spirit strike. Small strikes. Perfect. Alright. So Tainted Force on him. Then one-man army. Then Spirit Strike. Then this. Ow. Alright, now we should in theory be able to kill them ourselves. Smack. Smack. Woo, level 8! No, level 7. Preparation. I do like preparation. Cleave. Deals 20% damage to all other enemies. Let's take preparation. And there's a treasure pile.
You found what was protected, but when you filled
Money.
your pockets up,
Alright. So you can unlock a new combat slot for items, unlock new weapon slot for runestones, unlock new armor slot for runestones. Let's unlock a new weapon slot. Just because we're further in and it makes more sense to have more effects going on in our weapon. Every 3 turns, you always deal maximum damage. Weapon slot, every 3 turns, you always deal maximum damage. First turn, combat, draw 1 additional card with cost reduced by 1. Increase damage by 2. First turn combat, draw 1 additional card, reduce cost by 1. Reduce armor of all enemies by 10. Every turn, increase everyone's damage by 10. Every card played increases your damage by 5 this turn. We don't really play a whole lot of cards, so Cracked Ethel doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Reduce armor of all enemies by 10. Or... I like just increasing our base damage. More base damage, the better. Alright. And there's a stone right here, milestone. Ask for a blessing. Damage increase the next combat encounter. Alright. And there's one more stone.
Deep within the weirdness, you cross paths with an elderly knight who's clearly trying to scare you away with an angry expression.
Huh.
He doesn't look all that scary, although his armor was definitely crafted by a competent blacksmith.
What? Nobody's ever asked me that before. Well, I suppose you can contribute to the greater cause. You can support my ongoing protection of this path. Do that, and I will allow you to pass, with the blessing of my gods and under the protection of my mighty arm. Speaking of my arm, it has been blessed by the gods. The blessing only works when you stand right here with me, though. I'm not entirely allowed to move. But the blessing will follow you. I'm sure it will. What do you want? 50 money? Well, you know what? I can give you 50 money.
You give him the coins. He pockets them quickly and disappears. You're left there alone, and you don't feel blessed. You don't feel any different at all.
Huh. So, while stuck in the weirdness, you can encounter random events, it seems. I'm curious. Alright, ask for a blessing. Armor increase during the next combat encounter. Alright, so let's use our last candle. And we're gonna go fight the boss. Let's make sure all of our items are what we want them to be. So what little HP we do have. Sharpening stone isn't bad. Can't really use gnawed foot. Actually, how am I supposed to... There should be one more encounter to encounter silence. But I think I'm gonna give up on that just because I spent so much time doing everything else at the moment. Legendary encounter. Alright. Reduce damage you deal. Block. And then... Spell strikes. Alright. So, preparation. Protection from evil. Overhead swings. Then... we'll gamble. Then we will one-man armory. Then we'll broad reach, and we'll hit you with this. Ow. Alright, so we're gonna block. Back to Spirit Strike. We'll pass. We will block. We will small strikes. We will overhead swing. Yeah, this should be fine. Play this. Play preparations. Play one-man army. Then protection from evil. And then use you to kill that. And pass. Ow. Alright, how do I want to do this? Alright, let's gamble. Overhead swing. Overhead swing. And then we could stun him. Actually, let's smoke bomb. Then small strikes. Then let's use the potion. Alright, so we will block. We will one-man army. Protection from evil. Then use this to kill him. No. Kill the minion. Alright, let's seize the opportunity. And pass. Alright. So we will block. Block. Broad reach. Seize the opportunity. Pass. Alright, so then preparation. Then Tainted Force. Then small strikes. Yeah! Finally, we beat the freaking golem. Not just the golem, but we didn't get overrun by his mooks. Take all. Cracked calc, take all. Merge. What do you do? First turn of combat, draw 2 additional cards with cost reduced by 1. Heal for 7 HP after each combat 1.
The golem collapses and shatters into thousands of pieces at your feet. You feel a strange surge of power in the air. Suddenly, a familiar creature appears.
Good. That was good. Congratulations.
Thanks,
You
Goat Man.
instantly recognize this voice. It's the goat-legged creature you've met before.
You see, the problem with weirdness is that it's an uncontrollable mess. Is there something you want? Really, really want? Snap your fingers. There you go. There it is, right in front of you.
He looks at you, clearly unimpressed by the fact that you even exist.
If you're Avalonian, that is. You, people of the homelands, never found out how to control this power.
Yeah? Are you gonna explain it to me?
And the problem is that you tried, because obviously you did. You know which human emotion is the strongest.
Greed? Probably fear.
Yes, and every answer was correct. All of these emotions made an impact on the force that surrounds us, that envelops this island, and it tried to give back. You hate somebody? Wish them death? Snap of your fingers, and here you go. A clear personification of your feelings standing right in front of you. However, since you're not a four-armed Avalonian wizard, you can't control it, can you?
What? You don't have
Of
four
course
arms
it's-
either.
His expression one of hesitance. Maybe he said too much.
You have 2 arms.
Anyway, as I've said before, good job. There are 3 more of those for you to get rid of, and then we can call it a day. This day, this time, in this timeline.
How many timelines are there?
Also, another path open for you, with another surprise at the end. Oh, and before you go, I have even more good news for you. Yes, you guessed right. You deserve a reward.
I get a reward. Oh, let's take a special passive skill. Killing an enemy, heal yourself for 2 HP. Your 10th card played in one combat increases your damage by 10% until end of combat. If you play 2 or less cards in a turn, you gain plus 100% damage. Let's take healing. Healing is always useful. I can return to my village. No, I'm gonna look around a bit more and see if we can't find the encounter for silence. You're not silent. Alright. Preparation. Play this because they won't let me play anything else. I block. Then, one-man army. Spirit Strike him. I block. Play small strikes. Get rid of him. Small strikes. Small strikes. Smoke bomb. Go ahead and take it. Can I move one of these now? Yeah, I'm gonna move that blood candle and continue.
The woman inspects you carefully, her old, tired eyes contradicting her youthful face.
This
Do
is
you know
silence.
me? Have you shaped me out of the weirdness, or have I just created you?
She carries all the equipment you'd expect of a traveling witch, but she speaks in a soft, courtly manner. She also seems to know more about weirdness than you do, and traverses it without a weird candle.
That's pretty weird.
I was traveling from the colony to Mangrove Huddle when the storm of weirdness overtook me. I wandered among ghosts and echoes until my feet were sore, until I found you.
Colony? Mangrove Huddle? You've never heard of such places.
Huh.
I'm growing more and more certain you're not real. Can you pinch yourself? Do you feel pain?
You want to
She
show my
listens
village?
to your invitation with patient condescension.
You say you have them in here. How silly. You can own an item or a piece of rock, but not a being of Weirdstone. I have a better idea. I'll invite you to my village, but first, I'll need proof that you're real. I know there is a man out there wandering with a fading candle. He's desperate for light, yet he doesn't know that there is no light that could guide him back home. First, find him and help him realize this simple truth. And then, when he's broken, guide him to his real destination.
She starts rummaging for something in her possessions.
Oh, and take this. It might come in handy. Maybe. Someday.
I got an empty bottle.
What could it be that you think you need? I have to warn you that nothing is free.
Fine. Wow, requires 97 health. Holy. I need weird candles. Is there any way that I can, like... I'm pretty sure she's not out there. Yeah, we've been through here. Alright, let's take the portal back to the village.
You did it,
Colossal.
didn't you? You've slain the beast. I knew I felt something unusual, as if some tremendous power was suddenly released and hit this land like a wave.
He nods in admiration.
I have to be honest with you, though. I had to make sure you'd be able to survive here. I had to be sure that you're the one I've dreamt.
He looks through you with his blank stare, but you're sure you've noticed the briefest glimmer of hope in his eyes.
So... Oh, I can upgrade potions? Upgrade. Upgrade. I can buy one. I'm gonna rest. Alright. I have 472 coins. I'm gonna buy one for now. Blacksmith, blacksmith, blacksmith.
The blacksmith is hard at...
Exchange runestones. Aw, I have to pay to upgrade. How many do I even have in my inventory? Can I open my inventory from here? So I go runestones. I have 2 eols and 2 stands. Two eol, 2 stand, 2 gar. Stone drop chance increase. You know what? Sure. It'll help us in the long run. I'm gonna take a quick second to stretch. Oh man. If you guys are watching, remember this is a good time to get up and stretch as well. Just cracked my back from just stretching backwards and forward and such. Master at arms.
You're back already. Go and train.
What? Upgrade my own abilities. What are these? Oh, card treads. Draw more cards every turn would be good. I could remove a card. Choose one from available 3. Let's remove a card. Alright, what do we want to get rid of? Alright, so we have 6 attacks, 8 stances. Let's... Do I want to get rid of all my standard blocks? What do I want to get rid of? Having a slim deck means that we encounter the cards we want more often, at the very least. Do I want to get rid of a block, though, to get down to 13 cards? You know what, no. I'll keep things as is. I don't want to remove a block or something and like, man, I could have really freaking used that. This is the candle maker.
Ah, good to see you.
Buy and improve weird candles. So let's start off with an
Good.
additional weird candle.
Thank you. And I promise we'll both benefit from this.
And then increase duration. Buy, we need these. How do you make your handles?
I know where you're going with this question. You think I use human remains to make my candles? Bollocks.
He steps towards you, arms wide open.
Don't know who told you such ridiculous things. But next time, I promise I'll...
After some abundant cursing, he sighs and calms down.
To make a candle, you need fat. And a few other things you just don't need to know about. But mostly it's fat. Now, tell me, when did you last see a well-nourished human?
That's fair.
These hands are the only human component I need. My hands and my skill. It's enough to use one's brain for a second to understand this.
That's fair, man. I understand.
I might as well tell you a bit.
I can get them
The
for you.
other room is full of things that no sane human should witness. Remains of weird spawn aren't a pretty sight, let me tell you. But there's enough fat in them for decent candles. Also, their blood is contaminated by... Well, you'd have to ask the druids about that. Thank you.
Tell me about your story.
For working for the greater good and our mutual benefit. This proves to me that you deserve to hear things that others simply wouldn't understand. The name's Luch. And
Luch?
I'm really glad to be here.
I'm glad that you're here, man.
I led a peaceful life making candles for hunters and regular townsfolk. Never charged much, never had any complaints. That is, until the mayor realized that he was helpless against the threat of the weirdness. My craft, however, made me indispensable, so he made me disposable. He turned the villagers against me. All it took was a rumor that the candles are made out of those who went missing in the weirdness. And that was enough for the mob to come baying at my door.
Blech.
Do you think anybody would listen? People are just people. You can't expect too much of them. And their leaders are the worst of all. Regular folk might tremble at the thought of the unknown. The ones in power will tremble in fear that someone will realize that they don't know much more than they do. They're just better at pretending. In dire times, they let people die so they don't have to admit that all they care about is the comfort of not having to face those things that they're afraid of.
What happened later?
Luckily enough, a group of performers came by, and they let me leave with them. They realized that my ability to make weird candles would be very useful on the road. But you know where you found me? In a ruined house, deep in the woods. How do you think I wound up there? Stories tend to repeat themselves. And so the man who helped me out soon noticed that I'd become irreplaceable. So, just like the mayor, he cast me away.
The heck?
Well, this might sound a bit paranoid, but bear with me. When I was living in the forest, I saw a face lurking within the weirdness. It was the face of the man who told me to leave the performers. It's as if he was coming to haunt me. I know I can't be sure, but I feel that he's out there. And if he is, the only thing he deserves is death.
He hands you an amulet, explaining that, for reasons unknown, it used to glow with a faint light whenever the creature got near.
If you ever come across this spiteful weird spawn, please, greet him from me. I never got the courage to do it myself.
Alright. Yep, map-related upgrades. So we can buy location information. That's pretty cool. You know what? Let's increase the armor boost. Leave. Then, is this the second beast of weirdness? No, this is the first. Or was this the first? Looks like that was the first. So now we need to go this way. I don't care much for how this area looks. Well, there's more stuff this way, I guess. Oop. Candle dead. Boop. Hello? Is that the bard? Is he doing the shimmy? With creatures from the weird? Oh, so she's technically like a zone 2 enemy. Got it. Alright, so preparations. Reduce some armor. Block. And then this. So broad reach. Just flat out nuke this guy. Alright. So block. Spirit strike. Get rid of Red Death. Overhead swing. Alright. Now, preparations. Spirit strike. Get rid of Red Death. Protection from evil. Block. Then, can I use this? Yeah, I'll lose the 5 life just to get that. It's worth it, so not have to worry about it a bit later. Block. Overhead strike. Get rid of Red Death. Then just delete them. And then small strikes. Alright. Reduce damage from enemies by 100%. Of all enemies by 100% this turn. Alright, so get rid of the scab. Red swing. Small strikes. one-man army. Not bad, not bad. Hit level 8. Smoke bomb. Check. Then, we could take quick counter. Deal 1 hit for 100% damage chain. Allies card effect by a number of cards of the same type played in row during this turn. I don't particularly want any of these, except maybe reposition. Reposition would be good. First hit in combat deals 200% more damage. Haste, whenever you kill an enemy, draw 2 cards with its cost reduced by 1. Slow Thinker, whenever you play 2 or less cards in a turn, your first hit the next turn deals 400% damage. I like Slow Thinker. Take Cracked Man. Why you gotta do the ship?
Did you have any luck finding my brother?
You know what, we'll leave. You just, do your shimmy. What the heck is this? Is that a corpse full of... Is that a windmill full of corpses? What the heck is that? Corrupted Giant. Every turn this enemy will increase its armor, will increase its damage and lose a bit of its armor. This enemy will attack only when there are bloodstones on the battlefield. Alright. Do we have an overhead swing? Yes. So we should... no, reposition is fine. Protection from evil. Reduce damage we receive. Overhead strike. Tainted force. Does 100% damage. Broad reach. Plus this. Alright. Pass. Alright. So preparation. It's free. Counter. Then 1 mana. Alright, so he's summoning lots of blood crystals. So, what do we want to do? We want to overhead swing here, then spirit strike it and hope that we kill it. We did not. So small strikes. Then end. Alright. Preparations. Protection from evil. Overhead swing here. Small strikes. Then Weird Hunter here. Just shy of 100% damage. We're just gonna have to take the hits. We'll save that. Spirit Strike. 1-man army. Reposition. Then preparations. Small strikes. Alright. So red swing. And then delete them. Not bad. I will take that blood candle, we'll put it there. Now what's in this windmill?
The blades of this lone windmill creak and groan as you approach. It's as if they're trying to warn you about something. When you enter, the miller strides towards you and immediately announces,
Apologies, but I can't let you in.
Why not?
The man looks at you with an unamused expression.
You weren't invited. Besides, the ceremony is in progress, so there's not much to be done about it.
What ceremony?
I'm afraid I'm not in a position to tell you. The way it works is that you need to receive a written invitation from someone who's already a member of the group.
Oh. You know what? Sure. Hey, you. Wanna fight? Why are you out here digging in a graveyard? Soul Harvester. This enemy drains HP from its allies, gets stronger when they die, and after their death summons a new ally. So we will have protection from evil. We will overhead swing. Then we will one-man army. And then we will pass. We'll just take our little beating. Preparations. Counter, gets us all the blocks we need. Reposition. Spirit strike him. Then give him a large smack. And our turn. Alright, what do you got? Reduce all armor from all enemies by 25 for 3 turns. We will Spirit strike you. Then we will reposition. Then we will one-man army. And then we'll pass. Alright. So we will preparation. We will small strikes. We will small strikes. We will broad reach. You do go poof. Yay! Ow. So we'll Spirit strike you. Protection from evil. Overhead swing. Alright, I mean our health's not doing too bad. We're back up to 97. Preparations. One-man army. Small strikes. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Having a slim deck is super useful. Deal 1 hit for 100% damage. You know what? That's always pretty good. We'll take it. During the next battle, we'll probably use the blood candle. Yeah, we'll definitely use the blood candle. Who are you and why are you here?
You greet the former prisoner, but he still doesn't answer. He rattles his chains in a rhythm as if trying to communicate. You can't understand what these clattering sounds might mean.
Just replying to my senpai real quick. Sure, let's try. Oh man. Gain 5% damage each turn? That's really good. I will accept that. Thank you, famished prisoner. I wish I could give you like food or something. Like, don't just leave. Like, it's reasonable to request something in return. As many of the NPCs have said, nothing is free. Gain 20% damage this turn. Deal 10% more damage this turn. What are we at? 38 to 51. Next attack does 100% more damage. High chance of killing you. Oh yeah. It's all coming together. Smack you. Use this. What are you? Soul Blade. Each hit received by this enemy will make it deal 1 more hit in the next attack. Alright, so let's counter. Then small strikes. Oh. Alright then. So one-man army. Then reposition. Preparation. Overhead swing. Spirit strike. Each hit received by this enemy. Let's see if we can't take you out. Get rid of her. Alright. So small strikes. Stun. Get 200% damage this turn? Yes, please. Small strikes. Alright. Took way more damage than we should have because I'm dumb. We'll take the nod foot. 2 feints, random attack or quick attack. I'm not interested in any of these, so I'm going to skip them. Got cracked tur. Armor slot, first turn combat, increase your damage by 50%. In armor slot, first turn combat, gain plus 75 armor. We'll take all. That's the first one we have of that one, so we're not really going to likely get that one fully upgraded. Who are you? You are the fortune teller.
Good day, stranger. Are you in need of some guidance?
What you got? Fully charge your ultimate ability. That's not bad. But I'm not particularly interested in any of this. Not at the moment anyways. Alright, let's go to this battle. Oh, it's her. Alright. The heck is that? Tormented grub. This enemy will deliver simple attacks and spawn smaller grubs after death. What? Why? Alright, so we will overhead swing, block, we'll overhead swing, and then we'll save our ultimate. Alright, so preparation, block, one-man army, then did this kill him? Let's kill her. So not kill her. No. Smack. Then protection from evil. Then smoke bomb on her. Just to try to preserve a little bit of life. Get one hit for quite a bit of damage. We should overhead swing first, block, then tainted force. Reposition to see if we get into our 10% damage increase. We did not. Preparation, spirit strike, block, then small strikes. Alright, preparation, spirit strike, small strikes. Oh, that's... So I'm guessing they split it half. Let's reposition. Let's one-man army. Then potentially kill her. And we did not. Alright. So, counter. Then overhead swing. No, overhead swing won't be enough. Protection from evil. Pass. preparation. Oof. That's a nice amount of damage. Take that one out. Then we'll Spirit Strike off her. It has a chance to. Nice. Then put up a block. Alright, so one-man army. Protection from evil. Small strikes. These ones split too? No, they do not. So you're 60 to 80 damage, 65 to 87. A reasonable chance to kill him, so we'll try it. And we did. At least we're getting back a decent amount of life off of this. That's like the best thing out of this. So let's go for that. Reposition. Overhead swing isn't enough. Let's go protection from evil. Reduce the damage we take by quite a bit. And then go for the overhead swing anyways. And how much damage are you? 19 to 26. 25 to 34. Very small chance of killing him. We got that small chance. Alright, so preparation. One-man army. Spear strike. Nice. Wow. We're level 10. Inhuman Utterings. Charge your ultimate ability to half of its max charges. That's kind of cool. Fresh meat. For every enemy killed by this card, permanently increase your max HP by 2. Wow. Between Inhuman Utterings and Fresh Meat, honestly. Charging our ultimate to half of its max charges isn't terrible. But potentially increasing max HP by 2 seems kind of slim to none. But we do churn through our deck a bit quickly. We'd go from 15 to 16 cards, so we would see it in roughly 3 hands. What are our stances? Block, stun. I don't really use stun all that often. I might consider getting rid of the stun. You know, I really don't want to skip because we have an option for some good damage here. Let's take another attack. Having another attack won't hurt. Staggering Strength. Whenever you use the ultimate ability with 10 or more charges, reduce the enemy's armor by 100 until the end of combat. Manifested Ire. Ultimate ability consumes only 50% of current charges. That's pretty cool. Whenever you kill an enemy with your ultimate move, heal 10% of your max HP. Oh, this is a mastery. Oh. Let's take Explosive Force. Being able to heal is really nice. Cracked Tear, so that gives us 2 of those now. Let me reply to my Snookums. She sent me an Instagram post. Aw, it's an adorable Pokemon one with Pikachu and Charmander with a dragon in the back. It's a Chinese dance style. Oop. And then Senpai messaged me. What does Senpai want? Go, Taco, go! Minimize. Alright. What? Okay, that was weird for a sec. All Mother's Altar.
The shrine has faint traces of power lingering in the air. A priest.
So we'll perform a
feel
ritual.
a strange power rising around you. Is that a faint glow over the altar, or is it just a trick of the light?
So we could rob the shrine for 500 coins, but I would rather get the healing.
The priestess lays her hands on your chest.
I appreciate it. I mean, 30 HP is worth quite a bit. Oh, there's a person over here. So we can burn another one of these, and it won't put us past max, which is perfectly fine. So it looks like there's a person here, NPC potentially. All right. So you are the one that creates barriers. Reduce armor of all enemies by 50 until end of combat. Yes, please. So we will small strikes. Then we will reposition. We got 3 attacks coming in. So we should preparation, then counter, then will this kill you? There's a chance of it doing so, but not quite, so I'll wait. Alright, so what we can do is we can small strikes, and then this will kill you, so we'll do that, which heals us. Then we will one-man army. Then we will spirit strike you. Oh, so every time we hit him, it goes up by 1. Alright, that's problematic. I'm going to reduce his damage by 50%. So we can take between 12 and 24 damage from that. Alright. So what do I want? We will overhead swing on him. Then we will block and protection from evil, and then end. Then we will preparation. We will this kill him? Yes. We will kill him. My max HP increases by 2. Then we will one-man army. Then small strikes. And then we will kill him with Weird Hunter. And that heals us some more. And we're already halfway to level 12. We will take all. Hello. Pied
As you
Piper.
walk carefully in the woods, a quick, lithe creature runs towards you. It takes you a moment to realize it's a human. He brandishes a short wooden stick, screaming and shouting in despair.
My children! I've seen what you've done to my children!
What?
Barbarian! Sacrilegious scum! You shouldn't have done that! What will I do without them?
You watch him, confused. He looks malnourished, as if he's had nothing to eat since he entered the weirdness. And you're sure that was a long, long time ago.
You're right, my dude?
Failed them. I couldn't protect them. I'm not worthy of it anymore.
Turns out the stick he tried to beat you with was an instrument. A flute. He sniffles. The flute is a strange one. Mysterious markings and blood cover its surface.
Take it. It's your duty now.
What?
He plays a simple melody. Suddenly rats swarm all over you. You've seen enough of them already to know how this will end.
Ask him to stop.
They were my children. My lovely children. Look.
He plays a simple melody and the rats suddenly stop. Some sway from left to right as if dancing to the rhythm.
Huh.
See? They would never hurt me.
there any other songs you can play?
Plenty, but I'm not in the mood to play those melodies. Next time, I'll teach you.
All right.
Use it. Use it every time you see them. Play this every time you see my children. Promise me. Promise!
You bow to the stranger and leave him to his madness.
Okay, dude. I'll do it. Is it a quest item? Reduce damage of everyone by 50% for this turn can be used once per combat. Okay, that's really cool. You know what? I kind of like using that more than this. Candlemaker's Amulet. The heck is that guy up there doing? Why are you all so weird? The heck are you? You the guy that's immune to damage? Immediate every hit under a certain damage threshold. No threshold. Oh wait, there it is. Under 12. You summon crystals. The heck are you? Bone Idol. When killed, the enemy will steal one of your cards. However, it will just disappear if there are no allies on the battlefield. So you're a healing totem. You're an infected human. Let's go preparation. Protection from evil. Evil! If not played, next turn gain 25% damage. I'll save that. 25% damage would be nice on one of our multi-hits. Let's start by working him down. And then put up a block, even though we don't really need it. Alright. Let's go broad reach into one. You know what? I'm gonna use the sharpening stone. Boom. Why did it only hit one guy 6 times? The heck? Small strikes. Then, how much damage do you deal? 87. So 94 to 126. This will one-shot you. This has a chance of offing you. No, let's go for it. Success. And we healed up. Alright. So we can reposition if we want to. I think I might. I don't like this hand too much. Alright. So we can counter if we wanted to. We'll just do one block, then smack you, then hit you with fresh meat. Alright. So, one-man army. Spirit Strike. Small strikes. Then kick. Alright, yeah, we've got a lot of healing going on. Sure, reduce their armor. Small strikes. Protection from evil. Then preparation. Overhead swing. So 34 to 45. 34 to 45. We have a small chance of killing you. So let's take it. Alright, so broad reach. Then fresh meat. Alright. How are you still alive? Alright, because you steal a card in my hand. Duh. Alright, so... Otherworld. Let's see here. Do you want overhead swing? Yeah, overhead swing. Spirit strike. Reposition. One-man army. Then... Will this kill you? Yes. Give me back my card, you jerk. Alright, level 12. Ooh, Spirit Strike. Yes. Gimme. Cracked Stand. That will bring us up to 3. Merge all the cracked stands. Max HP increased by 50. Oh yeah. It's all coming together. What's in this tavern?
Could a lively tavern in the middle of nowhere be anything more than a weirdness-bloomed mirage? Even if the building is real, who would dare to party in such a place at such a time?
Well, I mean, you might as well get drunk, if anything. 100 to heal 30. Or we can play dice. Let's play
People
dice.
inside the tavern welcome you to their table and invite you to play with them. However, the game isn't cheap.
Let's gamble. Aw. Wait, is that silence? Let's go and pop this. Shimmering light. No, it's a soul harvester. So enemy drains HP from its allies. Alright. So let's take preparation. Stun all enemies for 2 turns? Yes. For free? Yes. Small strikes. How much damage will you deal? So you will have to, you'll close to 1-shot them. So let's broad reach. And then take the 1-shot. Then... How much health do you have? Oh, so when you hit him, it hits him as well. Yeah, you can hit me for 3 damage. I'm fine with that. So we will overhead strike. Spirit strike. Spirit strike. Pass. Then 1-man army. Small strikes. Then reposition. Then small strikes. What the heck caused the doubling? What is it? I have no idea. No, let's kill you. Heal some HP as a result. Preparations. Spirit strike. Overhead swing. Pass turn. Good fresh meat. Broad reach. Fresh meat. Alright. Let's continue. Stagfather's charm? Maybe the Stagfather will help. Or maybe you'll just die. You know what? Sure. Cracked here. That should be 3 now. So we'll merge them. On the first 2 turns of combat, gain 75 armor or increase your damage by 75%. That's pretty cool.
There's an old saying, all that glitters is cold. Even still, when you notice a pale shivering light between the trees at the edge of the weirdness, you feel beckoned to follow the light deeper into the forest.
You know what? Sure.
Your steps become slow and labored as weakness spreads throughout your body. Logic tells you there's nothing to be found in these woods, but you continue out of, what, greed? Curiosity? Was that old saying about curiosity and a cat?
Curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back.
You can still see the light, yet the distance between you and it never seems to close. There's no telling whether it's real or a figment of your imagination. Strange and twisted growths complicate your journey further. They crowd the path and taint the air, making it difficult to breathe.
I'm still
As you
continuing.
walk deeper into the woods, the darkness grows ever more impenetrable, and the light fades to shadow. The thorns of weirdness twisted trees carve sigils into your flesh.
I'm
Leaves
still going.
rustle, twigs snap, and suddenly a mysterious creature emerges. Your heart skips. A dazzling light, the very same glow you've been following, shines from a cavity in the creature's chest. The creature raises its hand and extends a wicked claw in your direction.
Yes.
You
I'll
hear
wait.
a whisper mixed with faint, mocking laughter.
Coward.
The creature disappears into the weirdness.
So next time attack it. Got it. So our boss is over there. Got a weirdo up there. I've never seen this enemy before. What are you? You like a elite? You are a treasure guardian. You know what? Sure. How about you? So what do? Enemies' hits can reduce armor. Lesser worm. Lesser worm. Alright. So preparations. Start off with small strikes. Spirit strike. Spirit strike. Close. Use this. Pass turn. Ow. Jerk. You can be stunned this turn. Protection from evil. Do you kill this bolt? You will not. Overhead swing. And now you will. And I will heal. And I will pass. What? But I stunned you! Or are you unstunnable? I mean to stun. I'm dumb. Overhead swing. Reposition. One-man army. I should have preparations beforehand. Then Spirit Strike. What do I want to do? So... Overhead swing. Small strikes. Spirit Strike. And then finish you off with Weird Hunter. Alright. So, we can block, small strikes, fresh meat, then draw one more card next turn would be nice. Protection from evil. Small strikes. Reposition. And then we get a spirit strike, which is exactly what I wanted. Alright, so we go preparations. Small strikes. Spirit strike. Broad reach. Hit him with this. Nice. Ooh, so we can get target block. Block the next hit of a chosen enemy. Final strike. Deal one hit for 200% damage. Upgrade for every enemy killed by this card. Increases damage by 10%. Fist of Stone. Deal one hit for 300% damage. Reduce enemy's armor by 25 until the end of combat. Fist of Stone isn't bad. Neither is Final Strike. Kind of concerned we're making the deck a bit chonky again. So I'm going to skip. Then start every combat with 2 additional energy. Increase the maximum damage you deal by 6 with Blood on Fire. Or unused block lasts for an additional turn. Let's take Blocking Expert. Because when we use counter, sometimes we get more blocks than we need. We're going to check out our items and see what we got.
You found what was protected by this beast. When you
Take some
filled
money.
your pockets up to...
We get a big pile of weird shards, gain 10 armor, or gain 30 max HP. Let's take the pile of weird shards. And then I'm going to end the stream here because it's been going on for 2 hours. So let's save and quit. Sure you want to save and quit. Game progress will be automatically saved. Yes. So we will call it here. And I am going to go spend some time with my Stockholms. But thank you for everyone that's come out to watch. If you have any things you want to suggest, things you want to see me do, if you have a particular class you want to see me try playing, let me know. Otherwise, next time we're going to pick up from where we left off here. Good night, everyone.